waiting to see if YouTube's going live. So yeah, as per usual nowadays, I'm recording on Facebook and YouTube at the same time, which is generally the plan. I love to record on as many video sharing platforms as possible, as I've talked about before. But anyway, today's topic was something I wanted to cover on Tuesday, but I didn't get around to because I do these in 4 parts. I kind of could have done it, but I was wondering whether I'd finish it all. So I thought I'd wait till today, but then part of me thought I could have at least started it on Tuesday, but could have, should have, would have. But anyway, for those who have seen my other videos, you might notice I'm back in my room, a messy room, as it happens. But that's because I think my brother is away at his missus' house or whatever, but if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know if he's going to come back and use his office. Sometimes he does, so I thought it'd be, hopefully I won't be disturbed in this room, all being well. So God willing and Godspeed, I won't be disturbed. So I'm not mentally disturbed, but on a serious note, yeah, so I'm back in my room, and I sometimes wait till generally I wait till the evening to record, so I can use that room. And to his credit, my brother normally leaves me in peace and quiet when he knows I'm recording. He used to disturb me, but for whatever reason, he's behaving himself a lot better. Touch wood, as they say. Still a pain in the neck. Sorry. Still a pain in the neck, but yeah, not as much as it used to be. Giving his dues, but anyway, most of the time I don't speak to him. But yeah, so because I'm going out with dinner, to dinner rather, with my family, I am recording in the morning, so I can get these out of the way, so that I can hopefully finish parts, at least 1 and 2, maybe 3, maybe even 4. But then I'll have them done, and then I could probably move on to something else later, maybe if I get time to do some other videos. So yeah, I thought I'd talk about. Initially, I was thinking of talking about black troubleshooters, and I put troubleshooters in speech marks because I'm using the term a bit loosely. Like, by troubleshooting, I mean shooting trouble down. In other words, problem solving. But on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I like to use things that begin with T, some use of alliterations. One thing I meant to check as well is words or terms that begin with T. Sometimes check those out, just to make me think of ideas or whatever to do with T. But anyway, I might cover that another time. But yeah, so I'm using the term troubleshooting very loosely, as in problem solving. And I thought I'd include the dyslexia thing because it's also Dyslexia Awareness Month, but as well as Black History Month, for those who might not see my other videos, for any new potential new viewers or whatever. I'm sure we'll be looking into the future, looking at these videos in the future, hopefully. But yeah, so dyslexics, one of the dyslexic strengths, because we have weaknesses and strengths like most people, like everyone else, I guess pretty much. I'm sure everyone has weaknesses, and hopefully it has strengths as well from their point of view. But what made by dyslexia calls a spiky skills profile. In other words, we can be very weak at things like reading, writing, and that kind of thing. It affects people differently. Like, I had extra help to spell, so my spelling's not too bad. In fact, it's probably better than most people's, actually, even though I'm dyslexic, which makes me feel like a fraud a little bit sometimes. I know I have my problems with punctuation, but you'll notice probably I'm the only dyslexic who struggles with punctuation in the same way. So it affects us differently. But yeah, we also have like creativity, intuition, and all these sorts of things. Interconnected reasoning, we connect things together, and seemingly random things. And I think Made by Dyslexia calls it mind strengths. And the Dyslexia Advantage talked about all those things as well. But yeah, so we have weaknesses in some areas and strengths in other aspects. Problem solving is one of our strengths. But anyway, I'm going to crack on with the list. So these are pointers number 1 to 10, and hopefully I'll go for a walk and then finish off, all being well, possibly part 2, maybe even part 3, and maybe even part 4. Yeah, so here goes. So number 1, I dream that both dyslexic people, respectively, and black people, and I'm confusing a little bit because I'm covering both the groups. So it's not necessarily that dyslexics will network with black people necessarily. In some cases they might, but I guess dyslexics networking with other dyslexics and black people networking with other black people to solve problems by working together. I think if you unite together, you can solve a lot of problems. Like there's strength in numbers, strength in unity. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see dyslexic people working together with other dyslexics to solve problems, and again, same for the black community as well. So I'm confusing it a little bit because I'm as per usual, I'm overcomplicating things. That's what I normally answers. But yeah, covering two groups at the same time. Point number two, I think that it would be cool to learn from each other, like dyslexics learning from other dyslexics, and black people learning from other black people, or even as minorities. Maybe there could be some projects where dyslexic black people sort of look at the commonalities and differences between each other. So there could be even things where dyslexics network with black people and vice versa. Maybe, I'm not sure, but I'm sure it could happen sometimes, at least in some cases. But obviously that'll be up to individuals and groups and whatnot, smaller groups or whatever. But yeah, dyslexics learning from each other about utilizing our strengths in problem solving and being encouraged to do so. And again, same sort of thing for the black community respectively. And maybe even, as I say, sometimes come together. Obviously, there are many dyslexic people who are also black. I call them black dyslexics and that kind of thing. And I hope to raise the profile and showcase examples of people who are both black and dyslexic who have achieved great things. But again, that's for another time. But due to my plans for part 3, I'd like to just sip my tea for roughly 3 seconds, although I can't quite quick. Anyway, so I'm going way off track. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. Point number 3, basically. It's getting a bit colder. As I think of so many ideas, I